Hello, my friend. Amner Hunter here from amnerhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you on this video. This time around, I want to share with you a couple of cool free VSTs, new free promotions, and also I want to share with you a couple of interesting deals in some cool music production tools. As usual, I will leave you all of the applicable and downloadable links in the video description and first comment, and I will also leave you timestamps in case that you want to move around between the mini segments of the video. Please let me know if you are here in the chat or in the comment section. I will be very interested to know your opinion about these free tools and also respond to your questions. Before we begin with the content, I'd like to invite you quickly to my website amnerhunter.com, where I have some additional freebies such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players about mixing with free plugins, about productivity in your home studio, about how to make more music in less time. Also, I'm gonna share with you some free tools such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other stuff. And finally, don't forget to check out the blog or this channel, which I am updating weekly with tons of free content. Let's go quickly here with the tools that I'm gonna be checking out today. First, we have this cool plugin suite by Focusrite that's now put as legacy products, so they are free. It's the Midnight Compressor and Midnight EQ emulations of Focusrite analog gear. Here you can download the two plugin suites, and actually I'm not gonna talk about the Scarlet plugin suite, but you get also some 4 plugins, a compressor, EQ, gate, and reverb as well, that you can download for Windows and Mac. Also, I'm gonna be checking out the new one knob saturator by Acustica Audio. This one is called Fire the Gold, and you can download the plugin here on this part of the website. You have the download instructions here at the bottom of the page. Next up, I'm gonna be checking out a couple of plugins by Mastering the Mix that are currently on a huge sale. $35 for the Bassroom and the Mixroom. Pretty cool plugins. And finally, I'm gonna talk about this cool Spring Reverb by Boss Digital Labs that currently has 81% off for some days. So let me know if you're here in the chat, and I'm gonna be happy to read your comments after this reverb demos and review. All right, so let's move on here to my session. First, we have the Focusrite Midnight EQ based on a ISA 110 by Focusrite as well. This EQ, it's pretty simple. It includes 2 filters, right? A low filter, high filter, or low cut, high cut, and it includes 4 bands of equalization. First, you have the low band, and you have here a low shelf. You can boost or cut from 33 Hertz all the way up to 270. Then you have the low mid area from 40 Hertz all the way up to 1.2K. You have the Q control with this, narrower or wider, and you have the gain to boost or cut. The high mid band from 600 Hertz all the way up to 1.8 or 18K. I'm not sure. 18K it seems. Yeah. 18 Hertz. 18 kilohertz. All right, and finally you have the high shelf, okay, from 3.3 kilohertz all the way up to 15K or 15,000 hertz, and boost or cut with this frequency. You have an output gain just to compensate any volume that you can lose with EQ, or gain with EQ as well. So let's check it out first on these drums. I'm gonna boost a bit the highs. Let's just check out the filters. Okay, high cut filter, low cut filter. I'm gonna cut it at around 40 Hertz. Okay, and I'm gonna boost here at around 8K. Alright, I'm gonna cut around 500 Hertz area with this low mid and band pass. Okay, 4 decibels. Let's boost the lows around 80 Hertz. And you need to calculate a bit here because you don't have all of the measures, right? The hertz. So 80 Hertz would be like maybe here. Good frequency for kick drum. Before. Okay, these are 3 simple moves that I am doing only to get rid of some low mid boxiness. Okay, let's check out this equalizer here on the bass guitar. Okay, let's can cut a bit up to 8K. Let's remove some boxiness. Let's find it. Okay, better. Let's boost some highs. 5K to bring up a bit of the pick attack. Some low end. Before. It has a nice bite here, the highs. Alright, that's the EQ here on the bass guitar. Let's check out the other plugin that's included on this Midnight Suite by Focusrite. It's the compressor, Midnight Compressor it's called. And by the way, you need to activate, very simple, these plugins here. When you open up the plugins on your DAW after installing, you are gonna be seeing here a screen. You're gonna hit activate and you're gonna be downloading a file that you then afterwards import into the plugin. It's like the license, right? Right, let's compress this bass guitar since it's a bit dynamic, as you see here. It's jumping a bit without control. So let's this compressor has the usual settings for a compressor, right? Threshold here at the beginning, the ratio from 1.5 and to infinity, a moderate attack in the center, fast attack to the left, and slow attack to the right. You don't have the specific milliseconds. Then the release time, fast release time to the left, slowest release time to the right, and you have an auto release that it's useful. Also makeup gain to compensate any volume that you might lose, and the dry wet knob as well. You have also the meter for the gain reduction up here. Let's compress this bass heavily with a fast release time, the fast attack time, a 4:1 ratio. Let's start to reduce. Okay, let's compensate. You're gonna lose volume with the compression, but you compensate it. auto release time. Let's check out in the context of the mix.
I'm surprised I'm still alive, especially if karma had its way. But now I know we could survive. I'm no longer just here feeling space.
Alright, and let's check it out here on this vocal track as well. This compressor works great on vocals. I'm gonna compress this very dynamic vocal section. I'm gonna use a fast attack time. I'm gonna use a medium release time, 3 or 4 to 1 ratio, and let's start to compress it heavily.
I'm surprised I'm still alive, especially if karma had its way.
Alright, here are like 5 decibels of gain reduction. Yeah, 15, 20. Compensate.
Especially if karma had its way.
Let's check out if it sits better in the mix.
I'm surprised I'm still alive, especially if karma had its way.
I think I need a faster attack time. Let's check it out.
I'm surprised I'm still alive, especially if karma had its way.
Without compression.
I'm surprised I'm still alive, especially if karma had its way.
We lose the vocals, right, without compression. All right, let's move on with the next freebie on the list. I'm gonna turn on the compressor on these vocals, and let's check out this saturator by Acustica Audio. It's a one knob plugin, very simple to use. You just increase this knob to bring up the saturation. This is preamp saturation, and when you engage the ultra saturation that you have here, it emulates better the saturation after the break point. All right, so it's hyper saturation, they are calling it. You have a oversampling here up to 8x to avoid digital distortion, especially when saturating higher frequencies. All right, and you have a bypass here, and yeah, pretty simple. You just increase this. I'm gonna test the ultra and without the ultra as well. Let's check it out on these drums. By the way, I would like to have a output gain control or something, because it doesn't have that. But I'm gonna use this just simple one knob gain control in case I need some volume. Okay, you hear the saturation without. Let's engage ultra saturation. Okay, I need more volume here. Before, after. All right, and let's use also this saturation on vocals. Sounds great for that as well. Fire the gold.
I'm surprised I'm still alive.
First, the
especially
normal
if
saturation.
Had its way. But now I know we could survive. I'm no longer just here filling space. No longer taking you for granted.
Okay, let's engage ultra saturation.
I'm surprised I'm still alive, especially if karma had its way.
Okay, and this compresses the vocal, right, with some coloration as well.
I'm surprised I'm still alive.
Check it out in the context of the full mix.
I'm surprised I'm still alive, especially in its way. I'm surprised I'm still alive, especially in
All right, and let's move on with the next plugins that we have on this list. We're gonna be checking out a couple of plugins by Mastering the Mix that are on a bundle and they work together. Very cool. I'm gonna use them here on the master. First we have the Bassroom, and this plugin allows you to set the low end of your mix or of your individual instruments, but I'm gonna use it in a full mix here. You have 5 bands here to like equalizing, right? Equalization, 20 hertz. You can cut or boost that specific frequency range, then 40 hertz, 80, 160, or 320. Okay, and you can also the most important and most powerful thing about this plugin is by Mastering the Mix is that you select here a specific target. You can select a song that you want to be closer in terms of the low end, and it will give you the result, and you need to match to these lines that you have here in the sides of the plugin, and you're gonna be matching that specific low end. All right, and also you have different targets here for electronic music, different types of electronic music, hip hop, house, other, such as country, K-pop, metal, Motown, reggae, etc., pop, R&B, rock. And if you want also a preset for balanced master as well. So I'm gonna play this song, and I'm gonna, since this is a rock metal track, I'm gonna select here metal, and I'm gonna play the song, and I'm gonna match these colors that we have, these rectangles, and I'm gonna set them here where they belong, right? Like to get to that line for that frequency range. Let's check it out here on this mix first.
I'm surprised I'm still alive, especially in its way.
Okay. So the plugin is telling me that I need, for a good low end for this particular genre, it's better for me if I boost here, for instance, here this purple line, this blue line. Okay, there. I'm gonna lower a bit the 40 hertz area and the 20 hertz area, super low end, right? And let's check it out.
I'm surprised I'm still alive, especially in its way. But now I know we could survive. I'm no longer just living in space, no longer taking you for granted.
If you think it's a lot of low end or something, you can of course cut certain frequency ranges. Let's choose, for instance, rock here, hard rock or progressive.
I'm surprised I'm still alive,
Let's match it.
especially in its way. But now I know we could survive.
All right, and let's check out also this plugin on a reggae mix that I have here, and I am gonna use also Bassroom. I'm gonna play the song. Let's put here reggae.
The food and drinks should soothe my soul, seem to feel alright. The less the party shared, told my troubles to depart.
the plugin analyzed the mix, and I need to match this. Okay.
The clothes on my body, you want the cold, cold night. The food and drinks just soothe my soul, seem to feel alright. The love's the party share, till my troubles to depart. You know better than that, you know even better. I'm saying, baby,
you can also, the cool thing also about this plugin is that it has an auto gain compensation here. You can close this to not use the auto gain compensation, or you can also reset the target analysis with this.
the clothes on my body, you want the cold, cold. The food and drinks just soothe my soul, seem to feel.
Okay, and together with this plugin, we have the other one that's called Mixroom. I'm gonna use it as well alongside the Bassroom that I used. And this plugin, it's also an EQ intelligent equalizer. By mastering the mix, you can add bands with double click. Okay, like this. But this Mixroom is more focused on more frequencies than the other. The other one was only focused for low end. This one is focused for the other parts of the frequency spectrum, such as a mid-range or up in the highs here. You see here 1K, 2K, 4K, 10K, 15K, right? You can add all of these bands. You can listen to that band in solo. You can use it as mid-side. You can affect only what's going on in the mid, the center of the mix, or on the sides. And you have the option to set a specific band to shelf, like that, or as a band pass. And you have the frequency there, right? You boost or cut like this, and you have the frequency there that you are targeting. Also here you have an intelligent equalizer that will give you some EQ matching options, right, for individual instruments such as bass, drums, guitars, piano, synths. And you can also match electronic mixes, hip-hop, house, other like metal, reggae, stuff like that. So I'm gonna use here, these are like presets, right, based on popular songs by all of these genres and instruments. So I'm gonna choose metal again, and you can also delete old bands. Like in this case, I'm gonna select metal and play this song so that the plugin analyzes. Okay.
I'm surprised I'm still alive, especially in
here it will appear at smart bands.
I'm surprised I'm still alive, especially in comedy.
This
but
is
now I know
the
we could survive. I'm no longer just living in space, no longer taking you for granted. I'm surprised I'm still alive.
This together with the Bassroom are incredibly powerful, right? That's.
I'm surprised I'm still alive, especially in comedy. It's the way.
All right, and let's move on with this reggae track that I have here. I'm gonna use also the Mixroom alongside the Bassroom. So let's turn it on. I'm gonna select reggae here. Let's wait for the analysis.
The food and drinks just soothe my soul, seem to feel alright. The love's the
Add smart dance.
Till my troubles to depart. You know better than that. You know even better. I'm saying, baby,
Very cool, intelligent equalizers by mastering the mix. And finally, let's check out the last plugin on this list. Is this cool Spring Reverb by Boss Digital Labs. Here in this plugin you can choose up to 3 springs, 1, 2 and 3. Here you have the 2 types of reverbs, also algorithm reverb, and also you can choose impulse response reverb, right? That you can have with this like presets, right? Impulse and algorithmic. Here on the algorithmic you have the length, tension, decay and bowing of the spring. Let's check out here the impulses, and on the impulse part you have the length of the impulse and the stretch, right? You can stretch it up to 200%. Okay, and you have also a universal controls. Once you choose the reverb here in the center, you have a pre-delay width to spread the reverb. You have also wet and dry that you can turn off and turn on these lights. And you have the EQ section also to affect universally the reverb. A high pass, very useful, a low pass as well. Some brightness, the highs, and some mids as well. Boost or cut. You have a lot of presets here for different instruments, and this plugin has 81% off at the moment. Let's check it out on these guitars. Let's start with algorithmic reverb first. Choose 1 spring. Okay, width. I choose impulse response reverb. Mono or stereo. You double click and it resets. You can also link both of the, okay. Pretty cool. Let me know what you think of these plugins, my friend. I see here some people in the chat. Bruno says, hi Amner. Hello Bruno, how are you, my friend? Joey says, hey man, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for everything. Hello Joey, thanks a lot for your well wishes, my friend. I hope that you are doing well as well. John says, hi darlings. Hello Bruno. Mixroom is looking really good, to be honest. Yeah, I agree with you, Bruno. I have that plugin for some time now, and it's great. All of the mastering the mix plugins, I really love them. Really nice work on the master, Exactly. Bruno says again, it's cleaning it really nicely and pushing it forward. Yeah, those presets that you are matching are pretty great, and for all of the genres that you can possibly think of. So let me know what's your favorite of the free ones as well, and I will be very interested to know your opinions as well. Before we go, though, I'd like to invite you quickly to my website, amnorhunted.com, where I have some additional freebies for you, some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players, also some tools such as some collections of guitar impulses, some drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to be checking out the blog or this channel, which I am updating weekly with tons of free content. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it very much. I will see you very soon in the next video. All right, take care.